right, folks, welcome back to Build It, Fix It Garage. Guess what we're doing? We're going to try and balance the prop for the skiff, micro skiff. We're going to make it efficient. I just installed the Permatrim hydrofoil. Yeah, it must be Sunday at the Build It, Fix It Garage because we got truck pulls on the TV. And we got the Funyuns. Got to have those. And, of course, beer. All right, so what we're doing is back when I was, I wouldn't say racing boats, RC boats, or even doing airplanes. You know, you got to have a balancer to do the props for an airplane, an RC boat, and this is no different. And you can tell, I mean, I started just a little bit on that one up there, but it's already straight out of the factory, not completely balanced. So what we're going to do is number our blades. We're going to call that one number 1 because it's not in balance. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And that's before we did anything. I mean, yeah, they're not going to be perfect. And I'm not into getting a completely knife edge. I mean, I could possibly. I mean, I just took like 4 swipes of the file on that one. But it's got to be more efficient than that. That's like sticking a hammer in water and expecting it to go forward. But yep, we'll balance that. I'll show you the boat that I used to, or still run. It's tucked away in there, but anyway, it's a Traxxas Spartan, and I've got all kind of props for that. There it is. Don't even have a prop on it right now, but made a huge difference sharpening the prop. That thing gets and shits about 50 miles an hour with a 30-foot rooster tail on the pond. Those things are fun as shit. All right. So, tools, got to have a file. Of course, the paint pen, the remote control for the monster truck or truck pulls, and a rag. Pretty simple. All right, let's give it a go, mate. So we're going to start with this number 1 because it was already sitting low. And it's all about the angle, just like a knife. You know, just take a little off here and there. And just keep that angle right, correct. And again, I'm not trying to make it into a knife. I just want it to be a little more efficient. We're just starting with the tip. Look at that. Just that little bit. Making sure it's free. sure nothing's touching. There it goes. So number one's still, well, just that little bit right there. Remember, number one was the imbalance. It still is, but not by much. It comes all the way up here. And that's just what, I don't know, 15 swipes. It's already balanced. Now the number one's on top. Make sure. Wait a minute. Something's binding up. There. That's the problem right there. So you gotta watch out for that. Yeah, so there's number one. It's now barely on top. It wants to come back up. See? Just those couple of swipes change everything. So I would say the blade's damn near balanced just after doing that. But we're going to still take a lot of material off. Not a lot, but just enough to, and that didn't even sharpen. That didn't do anything really. Once I get the right angle on it, then we'll just take that off and take that off. And just a little bit at a time on maybe one blade and then try it on a different blade. But once we get done with the sharpening, then we go to the balancing. And that looks pretty damn balanced. Yeah, so we're just working on the edge a little bit, just a little bit at a time, because it is pretty flat. And so we're just working on these just to kind of set the angle right. And there's our problem child that we actually fixed. But getting that angle right, putting a little bit of pressure. And again, this is going to be the rough angle, and I'm not trying to make it a knife edge or anything. So once you get the rough cut, then you come back, even with some sandpaper or maybe a sanding block, and make that smooth, because that's the first thing that hits the water or goes through the water is that it's better. I might not even do it too much more than that, but compared to the way it was, I mean, it was blunt like that. But just to peel that edge off of there probably will definitely help. All right, let me finish this and we'll clean it up and hopefully get it balanced. All right, so I did a little bit of work. Got these, again, I'm not doing anything super crazy. Just not making it like just blunt like that. Just taking the edge off on each one of them blades. Again, it's not super sharp, but it's definitely a whole lot better than it was. So let's put it on the balancer and see how much we messed up. Well, looks like number one's our problem child again. That's not a problem. And again, this is still rough. Number one, still a problem. But that's okay. That was a problem child before we started doing anything. And the more I take off on the very, very tip, the more it changes the balance. What? It's still a little heavy on number one. Take some off the top there. And we're gonna fine tune that with a sanding block. But again, this is just rough finish. Look at that. That's perfectly balanced. There's one down there. It doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. Right in the middle. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to polish these up a little bit and put it back on the skiff. And who knows? It might or might not make a difference. But yeah, I'll go ahead and make those. Ooh, that is kind of sharp. Yeah, it is. Nice. Let's see. Perfect. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Build It, Fix It Garage with JP. We'll see you. All right, welcome back. So I did a nice little polish job on the edges. And check out this. Number one was our problem child. It still wants to be a problem child, but look at that. Perfect. Hey, this guy finished second one. Perfect. And they're actually quite a bit sharper than I thought. I mean that. But yeah, it's definitely Sunday at the Build It, Fix It Garage. Truck and tractor pulls. Since NASCAR season's over. Let's go. He's a great hole shot in the middle of the track, walks it out, nice and slow.